regardless of the records, it's a game you don't want to miss any given year. It's Air Force going on the road to take on Navy. Air Force 1-3, Navy undefeated at 4-0. It's a 10 a.m. game on CBS. Primetime matchup to start your Saturday morning. And despite the Falcons being 1-3, losing their last two games by less than about 7-10 points, uh, they're gonna give their all in this rivalry game, taking on the midshipmen. Navy opens up at 10.5 point favorites. The over/under on this game is 49.5. I feel like this will be a close game. Navy certainly been one of the better teams in the country the past couple of seasons. Air Force, despite their play, they've remained competitive in all their games this season. The fact that they start their season 0-3 against Mountain West teams, unfortunate, but they've shown that they could put up some points. Uh, Certainly throw the records out the window for a game like this. It's very much like it could be back and forth. Would I say the Falcons win this game? I'm not so sure. They have a chance. Sarka's looked good at quarterback for the Falcons so far. Their running game has been, consistent as usual. Defensively, I think is the issue. They've had trouble stopping everybody this season, and they've found themselves going down early to teams like Utah State and Boise State and last week against Hawaii, and they can't really claw themselves back into it to diminish that lead. Hopefully they have a different game plan and turn out this weekend. Hopefully they can catch Navy off guard and stay competitive throughout and really find a way to at least maintain, within a field goal throughout the game. We know Air Force can always, put it on late and find themselves getting back in this game, but they can't go down more than two scores. If you go down, 14 plus points, I just don't see them coming back from that. In a lot of ways, they look similar, at least on paper. Navy's found incredible success with their running game. Passing has been decent, as could be said about Air Force. They, have emergence of a passing game this season, but they've been able to run the ball effectively. Certainly, defense is the biggest factor in this one. Can they stop the midshipmen will be the biggest question mark. I'd like to think that Navy, although undefeated and has looked great, that their offense isn't quite to the degree of Boise State or even a Utah State, maybe similar to Hawaii, but that they can keep this game close. Limit Blake Horvath to some degree. Keep him within the pocket. Certainly don't allow him to get away with any big chunk runs. He is their leading carrier for Navy this season. I think the best thing for the Falcons would be that Navy underestimates the Falcons coming in this game. I don't think they will. They know what they're getting when they take on another academy in Air Force, but similar to a rival game like the Lobos and Aggies a week ago. Maybe this is that game where it's just back and forth, and regardless of what their records and their statistics say coming in this game, that it's tightly contested throughout, and maybe you get a surprise going into that fourth quarter and through the final minutes of this game. It's Air Force going on the road to take on Navy. It's a 10 a.m. Mountain Time game on CBS. Be sure to check this one out.